Hey, welcome back to Every Dad's Carry. We're going to take a look today at the Toyota 4Runner, the TRD Offroad version. It's a 2017, the first year they've come out with the TRD Offroad version in the 4Runner. Today I want to take a look at the audio system that's in it. We've had this about 3 weeks now, I guess, and we're really enjoying the system that comes in. It's got a lot of neat features to it. Everybody loves a little bit of Dave Matthews every now and then. But anyways, we got really nice controls in the whole system. The air conditioning down here and your buttons and everything, your dials, everything is large, easy to grip, great when you're off-roading, four-wheeling, raining, you got gloves on if it's cold, whatever. Really good. I'm a big fan of the way this whole thing is set up, the way it's laid out, the way everything, or even the knobs have little rubber dials or rubber grips on them to help you grip whatever. It's just a neat setup. Everything works great. As far as the actual system itself, the majority of it is touchscreen. You do have, you got your audio button here that always brings you back to whatever music you're listening to, no matter what you're into. If you're looking at the apps, if you're messing with the settings, if you're making phone calls through the car system, if you hit this audio button, it brings you back to the music you're playing. Right here's your home button. It gives you, I don't even consider it the home button personally, just because to me it doesn't seem like the home button. It gives you a variety of different things. It shows you what music's playing. You can set up your contacts list in here for making phone calls, and then you've also got a map on here, but I never want to look at all that at the exact same time anyways. If you click apps, that's what I have more come to learn to be the home button. If you click apps, it gives you everything, a quick look at everything. You got your navigation, audio, your phone, your messages, you got your setup, and you got traffic, weather, maintenance. I had not really messed with all these much. I had just done the navigation and the audio and the phone until the other night. We got in a really bad storm, and I was very impressed with the weather application. It's got your current weather for around your location. You can check other areas, you can check other cities. It's really neat. And the coolest thing was we were out in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, and we were able to hit up this your local area, the weather map, and it picks up the whole area, which is really cool. And you can zoom in and out to where you want to go. Right now it's zoomed all the way out, but you click in right here and you can zoom in. Right now it's a pretty clear evening all the way across. But the other night in that storm, I was able to zoom right in down to a half mile, or back up a little bit out to a couple mile radius of where I was at, and see where the worst of the storm was. And it was very, very nice to be able to do that. Especially where I was out, I couldn't get a cell phone signal, and I was having trouble getting a reading, on my weather map. But on here, I was able to pick up the map very well through the satellite or however it's set up through this vehicle. I'm not sure how it is, but it picks up in some pretty nasty weather, I know that. And I was out in the middle of the mountains, and it picked up very well. So anyways, that was very nice. As you can see down here, it is based off the Weather Channel stuff, and so far it seems to work great. It was showing the lightning and everything coming down, and it was showing right where the storm front is, and it was very, very handy. I have not got to play with it a lot, but I just figured out a little bit of how it works the other night, and I really enjoyed it. So that is a very nice bonus to have. If you go back to the apps here, your navigation is nice. Same kind of map, but you can zoom in and out. You can hit your destinations. You can add destinations along the way. There's many different options and different things you can do. I was very, very impressed with the whole thing. It works very well, and it gives you different options, a lot like the GPS that's on your phone, like on a normal iPhone that comes through Google Maps. It works very well, it gives you many different options. The phone setup is awesome. I really enjoying it. It was very, very simple to do, and everything just automatically loads from your phone onto here, which is very cool. We did it in less than 30 seconds to me and my wife's phones, and it was great. And the best part about it is not even up here on the touchscreen, even though that is where you get your information. The best part about it is right here on the steering column. You don't even have to reach over to the screen. While you're driving down the road, you can push this button to push to talk to the system, and you can talk it into setting up for you. Or my favorite thing to do is when you're driving down the road, you just hit this top button here and pops up your list of phone numbers on the screen, which is very, very nice. It's very handy, and then you hit there and end it, and it clears out your screen and goes back to your home screen or whatever. So that's very quick and easy, very handy. I like that a lot. You've also got your traffic set up, which I have not got to use a lot, but I haven't had a need for it yet, but it's got all the stuff on there if you're into that, trying to figure it out, and maybe I'll get there one day. The messages thing, I have not played with that a lot. Hopefully I will get to here, but there's some stuff you can do to set up your voice into there. You can talk into it, pre-program your voice, and then you can text message while you're driving down the road by talking to it, and it programs the words you're saying out loud into your text message and types it out for you and then sends it off, which is a really cool feature, but I haven't got to use it yet. I've talked to somebody else that's used it, and they said it's very, very accurate, but I haven't got a chance to do it yet. So anyways, the audio system is great. You can set up many different things inside the audio system, which I like a lot. As you see right here, you got your apps, and then you come back and hit your audio, and you hit source, and you got AM, FM, XM satellite radio set up. You got your CD. Got my iPod set up in here that I leave in here all the time. It's got like 2,500 songs on it. And then I got Bluetooth that's fed off my phone. So if you're watching YouTube on your phone, or you want to watch it off your iPad or whatever, you can set up that way, or you got a straight plug-in on the auxiliary. But anyways, a lot of neat features here. You also, right over here, which I have not used yet, but I am thinking about doing it, is throwing in a micro SD card, pulling music off your computer and throwing it on that card, and then stick it in there, and it's in there forever, and it's a lot less likely that that's going to get stolen than somebody to knock your one down and grab your iPod. But I don't know that I'm going to mess with it. I may do it in the future. But the whole system right here is very nice. One of the cool features I like is, say you hit the XM satellite radio, and it sets you up on a list of your phone, and you've actually got, I believe it's 30 different selections of stations that you can set. But you don't have to jump back and forth. Actually, it's 35 stations, but the cool thing is you can jump back and forth between satellite, XM, FM, AM, whatever you want to do without going through the list. So you're in XM right here, and if you're driving down the road and you're scanning through your buttons, your radio controls here, then you can change radio stations from your XM satellite and go straight into your FM local radio without hitting a function button. It's just on your list, which is very nice. Not really something that I realized was that big of a deal until we got this, and it's got in it, and it's just very extremely handy to run through 30 stations on many different types of things, and I don't have to worry about hitting the function button, and everything is controllable up here on your steering column, which makes it very, very nice. Anyways, that's just a quick look at the setup on the radio system in this 2017 TRD Offroad 4Runner. And like this video if you enjoyed it. If it was informational to you, helped you out at all, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out Every Dad's Carry. Have a good day.